Well, hello and welcome back to my crazy world. I posted a video a few minutes ago saying how tired I was and how there wasn't really much I had to say today. But I got a little bit of a second wind and a little bit of a cup of coffee, and I did really want to kind of talk about something today. Something that most YouTubers do, and how some people have been accusing other people about it, and how it can be a problem and it's beneficial and a problem. It's a blessing and a curse all at the same time, and that's clickbaiting. Okay, I know that Joy has been accused, Joy Sparkle BS, who is somebody who actually brought me to YouTube because I wanted to explain to her some of the reasons why I think she needed to stop what she was doing. But I saw a lot of people stating in myself that she was clickbaiting, and I realized something, that clickbaiting is kind of what you have to do on YouTube. I mean, it's actually what brought you to my channel, basically, what brought you to the first video, what will bring you to this video. I have to tag these videos as to what I'm doing in the video and what I'm talking about. And if I bring up Joy Sparkles, then I tag Joy Sparkle. And if I bring up anything about the DO5 issue, then I tag DO5. And people see that and they want to watch. And when they watch, then they listen even more. I mean, clickbaiting has to be done. All right. However, when does it go too far? You know, when is it overboard? So I wanted to tell a story about when I lived in Pennsylvania. This is going a few years back. I've been a martial artist all my life. I've been since I was 9 years old, training in some form of martial arts or another. I love the aspect of it. I love the physical part of it. I love being someone who doesn't look like she can hurt somebody else. But knowing that I can protect myself. So I kind of give this air off to people that they don't understand, because they see me and they expect me to be not what I am. And I like that. I like being a surprise to people. When people find out that I'm a martial artist, they tend to go, wow. When people find out that I was a stand-up comedian for quite a while, it's wow. And when they find out that when I was younger, I was into musical theater, it's like, their expression is just amazed because they can't believe that I've done so many different things. Well, I like experiences. Like I said before, wisdom comes from experience. I know a lot of people like to say that wisdom comes with age. It's actually not, because I know a lot of older people who don't really know a lot of anything, and they believe they do because they're older. Wisdom comes with experience. You actually have to involve yourself in life to understand how life works. So, I mean, if you're 70 years old and you've never been an accountant, are you going to say you know more about accounting than the 22-year-old that just got her bachelor's degree in it? No, but she's younger than you, so shouldn't you know more about it? No, it's because her experience is in that degree. But anyway, going back to clickbaiting, I went off on a tangent, and I tend to do that. This instructor that I was training with in Pennsylvania, he had a YouTube account. Well, he still does. He doesn't train anymore and doesn't post videos anymore. And that happens in the martial art world. A lot of people, their first school tends to blow up and then implode on itself. And then a few years later, they come back and they realize the mistakes they've made. And he is actually trying to work his way back now. But anyway, he was posting videos on YouTube all the time, and he would get 100 people watching the video. He knew plenty of people in the martial arts community, so he had 100 students, which automatically all of us were subscribed to his YouTube page, his channel, excuse me. And then he had befriended people in the martial arts, so they were, anybody that was on Facebook. So he had a couple of thousand subscribers to his YouTube channel. So he would get a few hundred views, few hundred, 400, 500 views on different videos showing his style and his training and whatnot. But I remember he used to have this problem with what he called internet trolls. And every time he was chatting on a website, of course, being a martial artist, everyone thinks mine is better than yours. So if you get on there and you state, this is the reason why mine works and yours doesn't, someone's going to badmouth you or talk smack about you. And either they have a reason for it based on their style, or they don't. But whatever the case may be, he was being trolled a lot by a lot of different people, oh, he does samurai, he does ninjutsu, this is why kung fu works better, and it was just crazy. So he actually posted a video one time with the title, how I deal with internet trolls. And the thumbnail had a picture of him throwing somebody in his class. Now, the entire video was actually him just sitting there talking about how it doesn't affect him and how it's not super important to him and how, you know, you can believe what you want to believe, whatever the case may be. But just based off the fact that his title said, how I deal with internet trolls, and the picture was of him throwing a student in one of his classes, he got over 100,000 views based off of that video, that title, that clickbait. And so that's where I come. Clickbait is there. It has to be there. I mean, that's how we get brought to channels. You know, we say something that's actually we say something on our channel. We say this is what we're talking about, and people go, "Oh, I want to watch that," and they jump into it. Now, that particular martial artist, in his video, even though he got over 100,000 views, each view, the average viewing time was 30 seconds, and the comments were very negative to the aspect that it was not anything that they expected it to be, and he ended up dealing with many more trolls, internet trolls, based off of just that video. So it really wasn't a positive experience for him all around. It did get him all those views though, and then of course with all those views, YouTube approached him about advertising on his channel, and he thought, oh my God, now I can make money on YouTube. So he agreed to it, and he ended up doing the bar advertising on the bottom, and the advertisers that signed up and got chosen for his channel were actually a competitive school in the same town. It was a different karate school in the same town. It was being advertised on his channel. So people were actually calling up that school expecting to learn what this instructor was talking about in his videos. So it really was not a positive experience for him whatsoever. But clickbaiting does work. I mean, we look at other channels on here. I love watching the AB family, you know, and their videos, the things that they say, you know, gummy food versus real food. Oh my God, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to see what the kids are eating. You know, another channel that I love, the Ballinger family. I love watching Ballinger family vlogs. And I do want to say happy Mother's Day and congratulations on the birth of your 4th child. That is awesome. He is beautiful. Congratulations. Roman Atwood, you know, he took his 80-year-old grandmother skydiving. Well, of course he's going to post that, and of course everybody's going to want to watch an 80-year-old skydiving. This is what he did, and he put it on there, and that's clickbaiting. This is what attracts you. This is what makes you kind of watch it. It's basically the trailer for the video. You know, just like a movie has a trailer, there's a trailer for a video. However, when does clickbaiting become bad? Okay? And clickbaiting becomes bad with the case of a channel like DO5. And the reason why DO5 was so successful, because he was actually putting on the titles what was happening in those videos. And for some reason, there were 765,000 people out there who thought, oh, this is great. Let me watch a family where the dad is always screaming at the children. The children are always crying. The older brother is beating on the younger children. The older brother is destroying property of the younger children. There were 765,000 people who jumped to those videos because they wanted to see that abuse happening. Now, whether they accepted the fact that it was abuse, obviously there's arguments, and I'm probably going to get comments up the wazoo about how I am wrong, that it wasn't abuse, you know. But what they didn't realize is it was happening over and over again, and those kids were being destroyed mentally and a lot of times physically. I mean, I watched some of those videos with my son, and it was scary. One of the things that scared me the most was the oldest son, Jake, how he would easily fall into the role of screaming at these kids in front of the father, and dad would do nothing to stop it. How he would physically attack these children. I mean, he body slammed Cody one time. He is twice the size of Cody. He picked him up and actually physically threw him into the ground. And the dad obviously wasn't there at the time the video was being recorded. It was being recorded by another child. But dad had to see that in editing. You know, there was another case where Ryan, which was the second oldest child, he pulled Emma's hair, and Emma screamed because he pulled his hair, and she got sentences for screaming. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe Dad didn't see the hair being pulled, but when he edited the video, he had to have seen it because this is the video he posted online. But because he knew there were 765,000 people who wanted to see a video like that, he posted it. Okay. Why is this? Why do I get upset? Well, when we bring it around to Joy? Okay. Because Joy has stated from day one she was always concerned about the children, that it was abuse and it shouldn't have happened and whatever the case may be. Okay. I get she wanted to bring it to the forefront. I do. I get that she wanted to be one of those people who brought it out there, and that's great. Thousands of YouTubers, hundreds of thousands of YouTubers are talking about this. I'm one of them talking about this. However, one video, 2 videos, 3 videos, updates maybe once a week and stuff like that, that's one thing. But to every day post 7, 8, 9 videos talking about the same thing, showing the videos of Emma and Cody being abused and then giving your commentary on it, you are doing the same thing that Daddy 05 was doing. You are basically creating views and creating followers on your channel off the videos of the abuse that you're complaining about. You're clickbaiting. You're using all of this stuff that Daddy 05 used to get his views, to make his money. All of this abuse that happened to his children, you're taking it over to your channel and you're just kind of like spinning it to say, well, I'm only doing it because I want to bring it out to the forefront. I want to tell you it's wrong. I want to tell you it's bad. I want to be the one to tell you this is horrible. Your Daddy 05 didn't think it was horrible. He posted it just to get his views. I'm posting it to get views and likes and comments, but I'm telling you it's horrible. So as long as I'm telling you it's horrible, then that's okay to do that. This is another problem I have with her site, and I know you guys are going to argue this with me and stuff like that. Everybody's doing it. Why shouldn't she be able to? But then my question goes to the morality of it. Two wrongs don't make a right. That whole question of why shouldn't she be able to do it if everybody else is doing it? Well, if it's wrong when Daddy 05 did it, and she is actually stating it's wrong when Daddy 05 did it, then, why is it right that she's doing it? Just because she's saying it's horrible doesn't make it right. She's getting her views, her likes, and her comments, and her money off of videos of abuse to these poor children. But anyway, so there is my story for today. Again, tell me what you think. Tell me whether you agree with me. Tell me whether you disagree with me. I want to hear your opinions. I want to talk about this. I want to create a discussion out there, okay? So remember, like this video if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't. I'm not going to take it personally. I really won't. Comment below. Subscribe. Share it. Let's get this out there. I want to start a conversation about these things. And I know it's a day late, but I know there's a bunch of you out there that are moms. I'm a mom myself too. I want to say Happy Mother's Day to everybody, or Happy belated Mother's Day to everyone out there who's a mom. It's a tough job, but we all take it on because I'm basically out of love. All right. So peace, love, happiness. And guys, thanks for joining me in my crazy little world. Have a great night.